Yo, what's up guys? This is the third episode of the King of the Fort. And right now, we have a special guest. Actually, we have three. And one of our guests today, we will first interview the returning here in the Cross Court sa ating podcast. One of the earlier episodes siguro sa ating Cross Court podcast back in the day sa pandemic. The returning Coach Jess.
Hello, Cross Court Nation.
So, before everything else, before punta na ako dun sa ating interview, Coach Jess, kamusta?
Ayos lang, kakagaling na namin practice, preparing for NBA Rising Stars, pati Palarong Pambansa.
So, can you give us more details when it comes? Siguro, everybody has an idea ano yung Palarong Pambansa. Itong NBA Rising Stars, anong klaseng liga to?
Actually, parang Battle of the Champions siya. One champion from Davao, which is Ateneo de Davao. One champion from Cebu, which is Ateneo Cebu. Then two champions from Manila. University of Santo Tomas, UAP champion. Pati dapat perpetual help kasi NCAA champion pero nag-waive ang perpetual so NU na lang. Yung first runner-up ng UAP.
Itong mga kalaban nyo, have you ever faced them before?
Siguro yung mga previous tournaments namin like summer leagues namin pag pupunta kami ng Manila. Pero ngayon parang fair na yung playing field kasi may cut-off na born 2007.
Born 2007, so this is
18 under.
Mga yung bago lang nag-graduate ng mga
Tama.
grade 12 tapos
Tama.
mga grade 11 and under.
Tama.
Alright, so okay, before we jump into the question, siguro Palarong Pambansa, is this your first time as a coach?
Yeah, actually parang if I'm not mistaken, parang history sa Ateneo, first ever na nagpalarong pambansa ang Ateneo de Davao sa basketball category. Basketball men category, secondary. So hopefully, syempre, hindi kami maglalaro doon pag hindi namin goal is mag-champion. So go for gold kami doon.
Yun. So siguro sa opportunity na to na history in the making, 'di ba na yung kayo ba dati nung high school kayo, 'di ba? I remember naglaro ka rin Palarong Pambansa pero hindi niyo nire-represent ang ngayon.
Pick up lang ako noon. Pick up ako. Nag-champion noon sila MR pati Agro combine sa Scotty.
Doon mo naging kaibigan sila Coach Rocky Mejos. Shoutouts.
Tama. Coach Rocky Mejos, teammate ko. Pick up din siya.
Yung player sa Davao Occidental dati?
Si Gab Dagangon.
Na roommates mo rin?
Roommates ko sa bahay.
So bale, it's a siguro full circle moment.
Tama.
Na siguro ikaw dati player
Ngayon coach
ngayon
na.
coach na rin. So gaano ba ka-important to para sa UN sa mga players mo? Itong opportunity na to.
Yun nga, bali kung isipin ko way back after pandemic. So first year namin after pandemic is kulela talaga yung team. Parang nasa rebuilding stage pa lang kami. Pero yun nga, kudos sa mga players ko na from my day ones, lalo na dito si Basty Laroya pati Justin Redulla. Yun yung mga day ones ko na from the very start, andito sila from heartbreaks to, yun nga, nandito na kami for Palarong Pambansa.
Alright, so I think na it's very, siguro, naging roller coaster din to na ride sa inyo kasi I think this is not the first attempt you had on going for a Palarong Pambansa as a coach. So can you talk us about more about yung early attempts mo before kayo ngayon nandito na kayo talaga sa Palarong Pambansa pero yung mga dinaanan nyo?
Siguro mag-start na tayo after pandemic kasi yun yung parang pinaka-latest. So after pandemic, champion kami ng DAX. Ang Palarong Pambansa kasi is Qualifiers. DAX, DICA, DAVRA, then Palarong Pambansa. So yung first year namin after pandemic, champion kami ng DAX, proceed kami DICA. So yun nga, bali, kalaban namin Holy Child, tambakan kami 40 points, 50 points.
Kailan tong tinambakan kayo?
After 2023, 2022.
2023. To
sila,
andun ba sila Chua noon sila?
Andun ba sila Carl Chua, Sydney Kasintahan, pati
Kuya ni Justin.
Francis Adulia. Yun yung mga players ko noon na time. So yun nga, rebuilding pa talaga. Talo kami ng Holy Child 40 points, 30 points, tambakan kami agad sa RMC. So, yung team na yun, rebuilding team talaga kasi parang fresh from pandemic. So yun, grabe kadaming heartbreaks na dinaanan namin. So yun yung parang first year ko from after pandemic. Pagka second year, yun nga, bali, swerte, nakapunta tayo ng championship game sa DICA. Kaso yun, from first to third, panalo tayo. Pagka fourth quarter, natalo tayo. So, yun din, yung parang adjustments namin nun kasi yung time na yun, wala si Pellegrino pati Bolano. May mga kailangan silang tapusin for school nila, may mga iprayo para maging eligible sila, pero yun nga hindi natapos. So pero yun, proud pa rin ako sa team na yun kasi kahit kahit madaming nawala, si Justin Redulla hindi ata na line up na time kasi injured. So yung madaming nawala pero naka-championship pa rin.
So in that experience, how did that fuel you to be where you are right now? So ang first question natin specifically, ayun, papunta na rin doon. Ang first question natin is, gaano kahirap maabot sa Palarong Pambansa representing Region 11?
So, first of all, before makaabot ng Palarong Pambansa, yun, kailangan mo daanan yung DAX. Pag mag-champion ka ng DAX, DKA, Davraa, then Palarong Pambansa. Dapat mag-champion ka muna 3 times bago ka papasok ng Palarong Pambansa. After that is, yun, hindi lang puro basketball kasi sa Ateneo, bawal mabagsak. So, kailangan mo din i-check lahat ng players natin, lahat ng students natin na from first to fourth quarter, kailangan sila makapasa para makalaro sila sa mga qualifiers for Palarong Pambansa. So, yun din, bale, looking back, grabe pinagdaanan namin. From sa Davraa, bale, every game na makalaban namin, tambakan namin 30 points, pero hindi nila alam kung gaano kahirap outside the court yung pinagdadaanan namin. For example, sa first 2 games namin, sa first game namin sa Davraa, na-injured si Boholano, si Mundas na-injured. Tapos during our Davraa week, pinapauwi si Boholano pati si Delica for studies na reasons, sa kanilang sa subject na reason. So, yun, sobrang hirap ng pinagdaanan namin. Pero yun nga, parang kudos din sa mga parents, kudos sa mga support group namin. Ateneo Reunion Cup, ang parents ng Ateneo community, Father J. Boy, Sir Brian, Sir Anthony, lahat ng mga Sir Ricky Enriquez, lahat ng mga tao na tumulong sa amin para andito kami. Yun sila lahat yung support group namin kasi hindi kami makadating kung saan kami ngayon kung wala sila.
Okay, nice answer. And merong na sa akin. Gusto ko, I want to ask something about Bok Boholano. Kasi si Bok ay isa yun sa mga always nag-hi sa akin sa campus. Sa mga hindi nakaalam, teacher rin pala ako sa Ateneo. Yung nag-post si Coach Enzo na parang nahulog na parang success story. Marami nag-share. Siguro marami ring na-inspire. So can you talk us about Boholano, knowing na isa sa mga key piece si Boholano sa ating team, and yun, I believe na during the Davraa playing injured siya noon.
Tama.
So can you talk about Bok Boholano?
Yun nga, so si Bok Boholano, ang story niyan is kami, yung team namin, pumunta ng Nabunturan kasi parang may fiesta doon. Nakita namin si Boholano. So kinuha namin agad. Si Boholano is from Comval. So para siyang hometown hero doon ba. Ginasabi nila na parang proud lahat ng mga taga doon kay Bok Boholano kasi parang siya lang siguro naka-Ateneo na from doon sa lugar nila. So yun, super proud din ako kay Boholano kasi nakalaro siya sa mga leagues ngayon, nag-MVP siya sa DKA. Isa siya sa mga crucial members sa team sa Davraa. So yun, super proud. Yun lang masabi ko kay Boholano. Super proud ako sa kanya. Graduate siya ngayon ng senior high. Hopefully, may magandang school na tumanggap sa kanya ngayong college.
Yes, and as Bok Boholano goes to his next chapter, thankful din siguro masyado siya kasi yun, pinagdaanan niya yun lahat kasi hindi basta-basta na, galing ka pa sa province tapos yun, you will be one of the good players here in the big leagues, Ana.
Gusto ko din sana isingitin ng shout-out yung Ateneo Reunion Cup, lalo na sa mga crucial members sila Coach Mark Bonifacio, Coach Harry, si Drew, si Kenneth Bermudez, the whole ARC board kasi yun nga, sila yung naggawa ng paraan para makaaral si Bok Boholano sa Ateneo.
Yun, so shout-out sa iyo, Bok, and kay Kael.
Dali ka. Also
Kael kasi remember na ako na medyo ang reason na makita kami dun sa faculty workroom kasi inasikaso nila yung grades nila dalawa. Pero at least they have survived and they have graduated from senior high. On to the next. Alright? Okay, next question. So, how different it is to be facing this kind of... Siguro may mga star-studded players from these teams. Siguro pagdating natin, siguro sa Rising NBA or sa Palarong Pambansa, for sure there are big names and I believe na meron din kayo mga na-face na mga players dun sa Junior MPBL na ma-face nyo rin dito sa coming natin na league. So, how do you prepare for it? And the competition here in Davao City, how is it different from the competition in Luzon?
Yun nga, bale, actually, when it comes to competition, always ko sinasabi sa players ko na dapat practice pa lang, parang championship game na. So, parang for us, wala kaming pakialam sino aming kalaban. Basta, as long as nirespeto namin aming kalaban by giving our best, by doing our best sa practice. So, yun, for me, nasa practice talaga yung competition namin, hindi sa laro. Yung sa laro, parang formality na lang. Sa practice kami nagko-compete, sa practice kami nagpapakamatay, sa practice kami nag-all out.
Alright, so sige, as we further conclude this short interview, kasi i-interview din natin yung
Dalawang players
natin na present din ngayon sa ating studio. In your experience, we always hear the word AMDG, meaning nun for the greater glory of God. So in everything you do, how are you connecting it, our faith, sa kayo as student athletes and as coach?
Yun nga, so parang for me, si God, andyan na talaga always ba? Parang lahat ng heartbreaks, nadaanan na namin, sakit na mga talo, sakit na mga injuries, bagsak, grades. So, lahat yan nadaanan namin pero alam ko na parang ginagawa yan ni God for a bigger purpose, for a bigger reason. So, yun nga, ngayon, andito kami sa Palarong Pambansa. Kahit nadaanan namin lahat, na-realize ko na parang kaya pala pinadaan niya ni God sa amin kasi for a greater purpose, for a greater reason. So, yun nga, sobrang happy ko ngayon kasi from the very start, andito sila. Hanggang graduate na sila, andito pa rin sila. So, hopefully, sa remaining, actually 3 leagues namin, NBA Rising Stars, Palarong Pambansa pati SIAP. Hopefully, maganda ang resulta.
Okay, on a side note, siguro gusto ko to naisip ko lang to on the fly lang din na question. Today is 2025 na, di ba? And last time you were in a big, as a coach to question last time you were in a big stage na kind of league was in 2022, Dreamers.
Dreamers.
So, compare yourself as the coach back in 2022 and 2025 ngayon as siguro have you become more siguro mature, more of a veteran coach. So, can you compare yourself today compared to 2022 Coach Jess?
Siguro as a coach, parang as a coach more on focus ako sa ngayon parang develop ng players kasi unlike sa 2022 team ko, Dreamers, mga star players yun yung selection. Ngayon parang mga role players pero yun nga happy ako sa team ko ngayon. Kaya more on developing coach ako. Lagi kong pinupush yung mga players ko kasi yun nga, knowing na role players lang yung mga players ko. So, yun yung parang ine-emphasize ko sa kanila na be a star player on your role. So, siguro nag-mature ako yan kasi nga sa players ko before, pati players ko ngayon, ang players ko before, star-studded. Ngayon is para more on composed of role players. So, yun, siguro focus ako as a coach, focus ako sa pag-develop ng players.
So, role players sila pero star-studded in their own way.
Sakto.
Okay. Sige. As we transition to another interview, we will be inviting Basty Laroya. So we have our second guest in today's podcast. Let's welcome Basty Laroya.
Hello, Cross Court.
Bas, ano gusto may shoutouts before we start?
Shout out to my family, friends, and my family and friends who are watching the podcast.
English, oh. Alright. Bas, as malapit na yung ating Liga, Rising NBA, and Palarong Pambansa, so how do you prepare for this kind of, siguro, challenge, siguro na kind of league? Kasi, nito basta-basta na liga. So, sa inyong preparation, how do you personally prepare for it?
We usually practice 5 hours a day and we go to the gym every morning. It's our daily routine as a team. So we always have that cycle every day until we reach our leagues.
Yan. So, eto, merong mga prepare tayo na questions na itatanong ko sa iyo ngayon. So, as senior sa team, so you are one of the, like Coach Jess mentioned, yung day ones. So ngayon, as you transition to college, ito na yung last Palarong Pambansa opportunity nyo. So as senior sa team, gaano kahirap mag-abot sa Palarong Pambansa?
It's a really long process because just like what Coach Jess mentioned, I've been with him since day one, like after the pandemic, and we failed 2 times. We didn't get the championship. We didn't qualify in DKA. But in our third year, we qualified in DKA and we got the champion in Davra and we got to Palarong. So it's been a very long process and all our sacrifices have paid off.
So in those years where you performed as a player, how did you develop your game into a more siguro leadership kind of role? And how did you change your play style? Kasi dati alam ko big man ka, pero ngayon wingman, stretch four ka na or nag-handle ka na rin ng bola. So how did your game mature?
My game matured because as we move on to the years, we lose players just like our previous seniors who graduated. So I had to really step up as a leader and to guide my younger teammates.
Yan. So it really is a very good experience on your end because from coming from someone na being a support in a supporting role to a leadership role, iba talaga ang adjustment niyan. So the next question is, coming from a major injury, ano ang motivation nyo para makabalik kay laro ng basketball? Because I remembered yun, parang nag-crutches ka pa nun, pero ngayon kay praise God, shoutouts kay Doc, kay gusto mo shoutouts sa
Yes.
kay what is your motivation para makabalik ka doon na game style?
My motivation was I really love to play basketball and I won't give up easily just because I was injured. And shout out to my doctor, Doc J.K. Morales, for helping me recover and being there with me throughout my injury.
Yes, and that was a very siguro inspiring experience for you, Baskay. There are a lot of players looking up to you and given the opportunity na to be in the in the big leagues, recovering from a major injury. And right now, you have the opportunity to represent Region 11. So, ano ba? What is your feeling right now? Do you feel any nervousness? Do you feel any siguro parang hunger na makuha talaga tong title na to? Or what is the mindset right now of a Basty Laroya?
Of course, there are mixed emotions going to the Palaro, but I just prepare myself mentally and physically so that we can compete in the Palaro and prove ourselves there.
Okay. On our next guest, he is the one and only Justin Redulla. So, Just, may gusto ko yung shoutouts.
Hi, Cross Court. Shout out to my family and my teammates and sa coach ko, Coach Jess.
All right. Just, thank you for dropping by. And right now, we are in our season wherein papunta na tayo sa ating big league, which is Rising NBA and Palarong Pambansa. And I have prepared a question here for you. Okay. Just as one of the day ones of this team, how hard is it to be in the position you are right now as a senior, leading your teammates to Palarong Pambansa?
I can say that it is really hard, but we are grateful that we are still here in the team, mentoring our juniors. As Coach just said, kami yung mga players niya na actually nung grade 7 pa talaga si Coach Jess meron talaga as coach ko. And after pandemic, na injury ako. Pero nandyan pa rin si Coach Jess, nag-encourage sa akin. And as day ones ni Coach Jess, we help him kahit sa practices, aming mga dapat gawin para ma-reach namin aming goals, which is ngayon, upcoming leagues namin like Palarong, Pambansa, ganun.
So the level of competition is on another level when it comes to that kind of league. So how do you compare the preparation you have sa mga local natin na mga liga compare sa ngayon? Baka more intense ba yung practices kayo, yung mindset nyo more on winning mentality na ba? So can you say something about that?
I can say talaga na our practices recently is very tiring talaga. And just like what my teammate Basty mentioned, we go to the gym every morning and we practiced 5 hours a day, including shooting and team practices. I can really say that our practices recently is different sa mga local practices lang namin. Very tiring talaga, and which is kailangan din namin talaga yan pagdaanan para ma-reach namin ang aming mga goals.
Okay. So, in that experience, Jess, as similar to your teammate, Basty Laroya, you also underwent a injury.
Yeah.
So, can you talk about that and how you recovered to having a motivation ang balik yun sa yung rightful form and be part of this team going into Palarong Pambansa?
Actually, may dalawang injury na ako. Yung first is dito sa collarbone ko ay na fractured, which is sayang kay upcoming DAX League na yon, which is line up na sana ako nun. And during our tune-up game, I got injured sa clavicle ko and nag-rest ako for 3 months. And then after nun, I was back practicing and getting in shape back for our upcoming leagues. Pero after my first game again, coming back from my injury, I got injured again sa aking left knee. I had a fractured tibial tubercle, which is I was out. I was not able to play basketball for almost 1 year, and I missed a lot of leagues and practices. But after that, I underwent PT and practice again, preparing and getting in shape back again. Until now, I am grateful na healthy pa rin. Iwas lang sa injuries. And now, na nakamit na namin aming goal na makadating sa Palarong Pambansa.
Okay. Did that experience affect your game, your siguro mentally din ba? Kasi usually yung iba na galing injuries is naging less aggressive, pero ikaw I believe that you still on a level wherein ginagamit ka pa rin talaga sa team nyo because you know you are one of the seniors and you are one of the people that your teammates look up to. So did that affect your game style-wise or ano bang situation mo ngayon?
Nung kakabalik ko pa lang, masasabi ko talaga na it did affect my game. Like ang speed ko and kasi nga yun sa tuhod ko. But now, approaching Palarong Pambansa, kung mentally hindi ko na masyado iniisip yung injury ko na like may nagpo-pull back sa akin para i-give all out ko ang game ko. Sa ngayon, hindi ko na masyado iniisip. Ang iniisip ko lang talaga is I will play my game and I will give my best every game.
Alright, so that's a very great answer for one of our seniors, Justin Redulla. We'll be comparing Basty Laroya's teammates to a NBA player. Let's go. Okay, first one, Bok Boholano.
Maybe Shaquille O'Neal because how he dominates in the paint, but my teammate Bok has shooting, so I can't really compare him to Shaq, but he plays like Shaq, the way he dominates.
Yes, actually, every time, yung last time nag-watch ako sa Ducks niya yata, nakita ko rin yung similarity niya with Shaq kasi kada pasa sa kanya sa post, sinisigaw ng crowd, kain! Something like that. So, yun. So, again, sino yun kay Bok?
Shaquille O'Neal.
Okay, next. Next one, Mac Pellegrino.
Maybe Anthony Edwards because the way Anthony Edwards plays, I can see his winning mentality and his hunger to win the game. That's how I see my teammate Maki Pellegrino also.
Yo. Okay, that's a good answer and a great comparison. Okay, number 3, Matt Cayetano.
Klay Thompson because he's our spot-up shooter and he shows up when we need him the most to hit them trees.
Alright, okay, fourth one, Raisus Bahinting.
Chris Paul, the way he controls the game, how he controls the game smoothly, and the game is always on his hands.
Okay, last one, Rene Baterbonia.
Maybe Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Because of his length, he's very unstoppable. No one can stop him when he's in the paint. And he's also athletic, so no one can really stop him.
Actually, I thought you were gonna compare him with Victor Wembanyama.
Maybe soon.
Maybe soon.
Soon. Work in progress.
Okay. Sige, again, thank you, Bast, for dropping by.
Thank you.
We'll be solving this NBA Grid Teams Edition. Let's go. Sige, Warriors pati Lakers. Sino?
Warriors, Lakers.
Dali lang. Uy,
Warriors, Lakers.
ako na lang.
Wait lang.
Sige, ikaw muna. Kaya mas mahirap yung iba.
Someone.
Sige, Jess. Ikaw, Jess. Ako yung isip ko. Ako na lang.
Ah.
Will Chamberlain.
Ay,
Sige,
okay.
Diba? Dali lang.
Sige.
Come on, man. Mavericks and Lakers.
Luka. Matic.
Luka. Lagyan natin si Luka.
Luka Doncic.
Nakababa. Yan. Wizards and Lakers. I'm getting good at this na, no? Alam ko na sino agad ba?
Wait lang. Ano?
Alam mo, kilala mo, Bas? Sige, Bas. Kyle
Ay,
Kuzma.
tama.
So, lagyan natin si Kyle Kuzma. Sige. Okay, Golden State Nuggets. Kaisip din ako sino. Alam ko na.
Sino?
Answer ko?
Wait lang.
Ikaw answer. Fate of the universe on the line. Aliens, laser beams pointing at us. I want Iguodala.
Oh,
Alam mo yun,
tama,
na meme?
ano?
Yung kay Max Kellerman, kung sino daw mag-last shot, si Curry or si Iguodala. Okay, Mavericks and Denver.
Denver. Wait lang.
Ito, bunga mo kayo. Wala ka pa na answer mo.
Uy, ano kay Luka?
Luka pala.
Denver. Mavs. Ayun kayo.
Coach Mav.
Clue daw eh.
Ako lang. Nag-iisip din ako, like you.
Skip.
Alam ko na sino.
You know.
JaVale McGee.
Ay, oo.
Doon ako eh. And basic ko. Wizards of Denver. Pwede rin si McGee pero hindi.
Wizards, Denver.
Pero hindi pwede mag-ulit. Sige na, Wizards.
Westbrook.
Oo, tama. Di ba?
Yes, sir.
Sige.
Yes, sir.
Warriors and Jazz.
Warriors, Jazz.
Alam ko na.
Sino?
Ikaw mo na.
Kayo.
Alam ka.
Jazz. Warriors, Jazz.
Point guard siya ni Kobe.
Wait lang Derek Fisher? Nag-Warriors si Derek Fisher?
Early. Diba Lakers siya, nag-Warriors siya, nag-Utah siya, balik siya Lakers. Come on, man. Okay. Mavs ug Jazz.
Mavs ug Jazz.
Yan, mahirap. Wala akong kilala mo siya.
Ay, alam ko na. Ay, si Derek Favors. Charot, hindi ko alam.
Sige na kaya, Cuts. Derek Favors. Derrick.
Wala.
Isang double R. Sige. Yun na yun, sa baba ko. Favors.
Tama, no?
Hindi. Sige, Cuts. Aries mo.
Mali. Ay.
Try mo si Tyson Chandler. Nag-jazz ba siya? Sige, skip na lang muna. Diyan tayo sa Wizards and Jazz. Press mo na, Cuts. Ano kailangan possible players? 40 possible players.
40? Derek Fisher. Wala.
Hindi rin pa ulit.
Ha?
Hindi ba na siya na Washington?
Wala mo lang Washington. 40 players?
40 players possible. Sige, balik dun sa Cuts. Mahirap yung last two natin, no? Sige, di ko may answer ako dito sa Dallas pati
Sila. Dallas pati.
Try, balik ko sa Cuts, Wizards pati Try mo si Ish Smith.
Tama, no? Sharo.
Ish Smith. Ay, wala. Doon sa kabila, Cuts. Ay, yan, Jeff Green. Mga journeyman ba?
Bito, no?
Yan.
Jeff Green. Yung sa kabila, Ish Smith.
Yan.
Tama.
Tayo yung Ish Smith dyan. Wala, kuya. Isa na lang. Sige. Lifeline. Clue, wala. Huwag ka magtingin sa Google, Just.
Sige na, Just. Clue daw, clue. Pwede mag-clue?
Sige. Mag-hint mode na tayo para malaman mga final answer natin. Sige, Cuts. Pinutin mo hint mode. Okay, press mo. Sino dyan, kuya? Deron Williams. Tama
D-Will.
pala. Sige, Deron Williams. Alright. Sige, Coach Jess, thank you for dropping by. So, as one of our segments here in our interview for Justin, Just, para sa'yo, who are your top 3 NBA player guard na you look up to right now?
My top 3 guard in NBA is Steph Curry, Kyrie Irving, and Anthony Edwards.
So, the question is, dahil top 3 mo sila, do you see your game in them? Meron ka bang mala Steph Curry na handles, na 3-point shooting, mala Anthony Edwards na aggression, Kyrie Irving na charisma? Can you say something about that?
Hindi ko talaga masabi na ganun, pero I admire how they play. Like Steph Curry shooting is gina-admire ko talaga ang shooting niya, just like how I play. I play 3 and D, and also Kyrie Irving, his handles. I also play point guard, and also Anthony Edwards. I like how he slasher sa mga games nila.
So, do you have the same mentality as Anthony Edwards and Killer Drive for you right now in this moment, knowing na Region 11 one of the I don't know if I could say underdogs because I believe that we can win it all. Do you have the same mentality wherein you could say alam yung meme yung KFC UFC Lakers in 5 or something like that.
Yeah.
Region 11 going all in, Region 11 in 5 or something like that. They have some that kind of motivation that going into Palarong Pambansa.
Approaching to our palaro, it really motivates us na to get the gold kasi sa previous Palarong Pambansa parang bihira lang or parang wala pa ata nag-champion ang Region 11 sa Palarong Pambansa, which is parang siguro sa tingin ng iba parang madali lang kami ganon or underdogs ang tingin nila sa amin, kaya yun ang nag-motivate sa amin na we will prove them na we can also get the gold in Palaro.
Okay. So again, thank you, Coach Jess, Basty, and Justin for dropping by here in our studio. So again, this is watch out sa kanilang upcoming na leagues. We will be watching live. Meron ba tayong live stream, Jess?
Sa NBA Rising Star meron live stream, but sa Palaro siguro meron man din talaga.
Meron siguro yan,
pero wala pang
confirmation.
Pero sa NBA Rising Star, check their page, NBA Philippines in Facebook.
Alright. So, ganda yan, no? Baka meron ding mga NBA players manonood yan courtside.
Sana
Si
meron.
Bronny James. Okay. Sige. Again, thank you for tuning in sa ating interview. Very grateful sa if naabot ka dito na last part sa ating interview. Again, my name is Jewel Bangelio. Thank you, Coach Jess. Thank you, Basty Laroya. And thank you, Justin Redulla. Good luck sa ating Palarong Pambansa this 25, 26, 27 May ba?
Yeah. May 24 to 30.
May 24 to 30, catch them at Palarong Pambansa. Wala pang official kung saan makita ka ng live stream, pero sa ating NBA Rising, anong page ulit?
NBA Philippines, meron ng link doon.
Kailan ba yan?
May 7 to 10.
So we have something to look forward to. So again, my name is Jewel Bangelio, and this is the King of the Fort.